Hi everyone, I'm Gerald from Sungrand. I developed the Silver Falls games, and for the past 12 months I've been working on some final games for the Wii U and the 3DS. I'm often asked why I'm doing that and why I'm not just making games for the Switch. I am making games for the Switch. The reason why I produced these final Wii U and 3DS titles is, like many Wii U and 3DS fans who are passionate about these consoles, I was bummed out to hear that the support for 3DS and Wii U eShop was ending. And because I am a game developer for those consoles, I thought maybe I could do something to cheer people up a bit. It's a bummer to see other people upset, to feel like things aren't fair, that things are being taken away from them. And I thought it was an opportunity to help people celebrate these consoles instead of feeling like something was taken away from them at the very last minute. I wanted to bring something positive to the 3DS and the Wii U. And I told Nintendo that that was my intention, is I wanted to give people something positive. I wanted to help people feel better. I wanted to cheer people up. And that's why I've worked so hard. Why didn't I just make one great big awesome game? Simple. There's no one game that's going to appeal to everyone. We all like different styles, we like different kinds of stories, we like different gameplay. So I thought if I worked my absolute hardest, I could make a heap of different style of games, and hopefully at least one of those games would appeal to you. And that could be your game, that's just for you. That's the one that you want to celebrate the 3DS and the Wii U. I want these consoles to go out with a bang just as much as you guys do. And Nintendo has been incredibly supportive the whole way through. There were moments where I stumbled. I worked myself way too hard. I put in brutal work hours, and there were nights where I actually just passed out at my desk. I couldn't keep going. I pulled multiple all-nighters all throughout difficult deadlines working on these titles. And there were moments where I didn't make it across the finish line. I had failed to push far enough because I was working on so many titles. I wanted these games to have so much content, and those were moments where the staff at Nintendo, they actually stepped in and they carried me over these finish lines in a way that I could not have done by myself. There were moments where I just accepted I failed to get this game to a point where it can launch because there were very tight deadlines, and that's where the people at Nintendo, Nintendo isn't just this big faceless company, it's people who care, and they're really awesome, incredible people that work at Nintendo and Nintendo's offices, and they got me as far as I've gotten with these games. They carried me over the finish line right when I'd stumbled, and so I'm so grateful to them. And I have no way to really express to all of you, my fellow gamers, people who are DMing me, and we can chat about games, and we chat in the Discord, and we can all talk about our favorite games. I can't really express to you how incredible it's been being able to meet all of you, and the incredible, wonderful support that Nintendo has shown. And they've absolutely proven, yeah, they do actually care about the fans. If Nintendo didn't care about 3DS and Wii U fans, they would not have put in so much work to help me get to this point. I tried to develop 7 games for the Wii U and 3DS. Actually, it was 8 games, because Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyers for the 3DS was 2 games in one. It's 2 complete titles. They are their own unique games because it comes packaged with Ruby River. And so, unfortunately, I wasn't able to finish 1 Wii U title and 1 3DS title. Those titles are Gaiden for Wii U and Vicarious Brothers for the 3DS. I got sick a couple times all throughout last year. I worked myself too hard. I didn't rest because I knew that our deadlines were so tight, and we're right at the finish line now. We are launching our 2 Wii U games in 2 days, February the 16th, and I'm so grateful to all of you for showing your support. There's a title on the video that asks, is it worth it? In terms of financially and being able to support my studio that I run, I don't know. I don't know if it'll be worth it. But in terms as a personal endeavor, and bringing something to people around the world to help them celebrate, to feel better about a difficult situation, absolutely 100%, I would not question it. If I had to go back, I wouldn't change my mind. This has been an extremely difficult past 12 months, but I feel that I've made the right decision. I get messages from people every day who are telling me that they are so excited for these games, and instead of feeling negative about the eShop situation with the 3DS and the Wii U, that they're now excited, they're happy that they got these exclusive games just for them. So for me, this has absolutely been worth it, and I feel justified in having pushed myself in personally and professionally. Unfortunately, I won't be able to stop and rest. Many people have been telling me, finally, you can take a break. I won't be able to make that much money with these titles because they will only be on sale for such a short amount of time. We're hoping Nintendo can perform one last miracle and bring Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyers and Ruby River to the 3DS. And if they are able to do that, realistically, it may only be on sale for 3 weeks. So it's going to be extremely difficult for me that I've spent such an immense amount of time and energy creating these games, and I knew the risk going into that. And it was never about trying to earn tons and tons of money. It was about trying to do something good for other people. And I see that I've done that. But that also means that now I can't afford to rest. I'm working on my next Switch title, which I hope to have finished and submitted within 4 weeks. And after that, I'll be focusing developing games exclusively for the Nintendo Switch. And I hope that the rest of you will enjoy the games that I bring to the Switch as well. But for the next few weeks, I want to focus on our games that we have coming to the Wii U and 3DS. I'm very excited about White Inside Its Umbra, and I am currently working on an update. There was a huge amount of content that I was trying to pack into the launch build of White Inside Its Umbra, and there was an immense amount of content and features that I had to cut out because I just didn't have time to implement those things. There's some UI elements, some tutorial elements that I wasn't able to incorporate, and there's a massive amount of missions for the Frontier Hunters mode, which is the arcade light gun RPG. So there is a PSA that I'd like to share with you, in that there's 5 missions for easy, normal, and hard difficulty in Frontier Hunters. And with our testers, we were having so much fun, even just replaying those levels, going back, using different characters, different loadouts, different skills, different strategies. And it's quite fun to just go through those levels and keep collecting more loot and building up your characters. On stage 5 for each of those, which is the 5th and final stage for each of those stages, there is a glitch which comes at the very end of those missions that stops one enemy from spawning correctly, so you aren't able to complete the 5th and final mission for each of those missions. But I am working on an update. I have fixed it, and it will be included in the next update. There will be a massive amount of new content, including new game modes, a soundtrack, sound test so you can listen to the soundtrack. There will be new weapon types in Frontier Hunters. Originally, I wanted you to be able to earn throwing weapons as a different weapon category, and so you have equipped 3 firearm weapons, and then off to the side of that, you equip 1 throwing weapon, and you can earn different throwing weapons. You can enhance those, they can have skills attached. I had to cut the throwing weapons from the game, so the upcoming update will include a brand new equipment type, and it will add 45 new unique missions to Frontier Hunters. I will also be open to hearing any balancing concerns people may have, and any feature requests. If you find any glitches, also feel free to DM me. We can chat in the Discord and you can let me know. But I will be supporting White Inside Its Umbra for as long as Nintendo can facilitate me sending out updates, but there will be at least 1 update for White Inside Its Umbra coming very soon. I'm working very hard on that. Hopefully, people really enjoy these games. I've poured my heart and soul into these games. This is the absolute best that I can do, and I am a solo developer, and that's why glitches sometimes come through. Is in these situations I've had to push myself to the absolute limit. I've mentioned before, I usually work 130 hours a week, especially over the past 12 months, and when you get to the submission process and you have to make revisions to your software in order to adhere to Nintendo's feedback, if you're exhausted, you already have no energy, then you focus on what changes you need to make, and you can end up introducing accidental glitches. That's generally why these things tend to happen. So unfortunately, I won't really have time to rest over the next few weeks, as again, I do have to focus quite sharply on preparing my next Wii U, my next Switch titles, and we can get those onto the Switch very soon, hopefully. I do hope that you are looking forward to both White Insided's Umbra and Undertakers. Guardians and Metal Exterminators was delisted from the 3DS eShop so that we could fix some issues, and hopefully that should return very soon. Currently, Nintendo is working on relisting Guardians and Metal Exterminators, as I've worked very hard on an update patch to get that game fixed up. So I hope you are looking forward to that. And again, if enough people show support for these games, if we all spread the word, if we reach out to people online who are still enjoying the Wii U and 3DS, let them know that these Silver Falls games are coming, and let them know that Nintendo actually worked pretty hard to help get these out there, and they really supported me. They did an incredible job helping me get these games to you. If we show enough support, maybe if there's this massive wave of people picking up these titles, it'll show Nintendo that people really do want these games, and maybe that'll help encourage them to work one last miracle, and we can get Gaiden, Deathly Delusion Destroyers, and Ruby River on the 3DS before the eShop closes, and that can be our final ultimate title for that console. I've worked extremely hard on these, and I just really hope that people all around the world can enjoy them. So I'm quite excited for the launch on the 16th, which is in 2 days. I really love this console, and I got the feeling many of you feel the same way, and that's why I'm so excited about this. So I appreciate you checking in and sharing this last bit of excitement for these incredible, amazing consoles. And I just want to thank Nintendo for how awesome they've been and how wonderful they've been through this whole situation. And I want to thank you all for being so incredible and supporting my games. So please take care of yourselves. Let's look forward to these awesome titles that are coming up. And I'm going to see you soon in Silver Falls.